Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. I am Allison Alanna if you're new here, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always watching. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button on your way in, and thank you for stopping by and stay a while. So y'all, I was just thinking I actually have a whole video on my phone that needs to be edited and posted on this channel, but I kind of talked with myself and decided that I didn't want to post that video for many reasons, which I won't even get into, but I just decided not to. Somebody had asked me, I think yesterday or the day before, about my family, like, okay, Dag, it was something along the lines of, Dag, I hate to see you going through this. I know you said your family and you not really close, but do they not love your kids? You know, something along the lines of that. And I had said a whole bunch of stuff in regards to that, even before she asked that question. It was funny that she did, because that video was coming out. But I just decided, you know what, I don't even want to post that video. Hey, send me a favor and be quiet, please. The truth is, my family has not made any contact with me since I've been evicted. Of course, I believe I mentioned this before, but I did go to them and ask for assistance to avoid being evicted this time. And unfortunately, that did not work out. So when I got evicted, I assumed that they just think everything is okay because they might be seeing me on YouTube. I know some of them do watch me, but none of them have actually called me and had a personal conversation with me to find out how I'm doing, how I'm coping, what's going on, what's the exact situation, how are the kids doing, do the kids need anything, do they need food, are we okay? So again, nobody has checked to see, the phone had just cut off, if we are safe, if we need anything, if nothing, just nothing at all. And I think that was like the nail in the coffin for me, because like I said, I don't really want to get into a lot. You know, when you just kind of over something, you just don't care anymore. Like, I had said a mouthful, even at that point, keeping things limited as to what I said. But I had said a lot more in that video, and I just was like, you know what, I don't even care this much anymore. Like, it's not even any reason to even talk about this to this extent, because I legit don't care. Kind of like how I am with like strangers. When strangers talk about me, or you know, are negative towards me, I just don't care. Like, I have feelings. I could be very emotional, but only about things that actually matter to me, if that makes sense. You know, so it's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't really need to focus on negative people, negative things, and even if that means negative family members. Like, this is not the first time that I've had conflict with my family, obviously. There's been many occasions where they have done very, very awful things to me, with the most recent being back in 2019. One of those family members, only one, after they teamed up on me, only one came to me and apologized. So it's not uncommon that one person and I not even exchange words, just like the person decided to just do the narcissistic stuff that they always do, and they go around and they create this smear campaign, and they try to turn everybody else against me, my siblings, stuff like that. It's always been that way though, so I'm not surprised, nor do I feel any way about it, because I just feel like if you are that much of a puppet, then you deserve to be played and pulled on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with that being said, no one has called to check on me, no one. And I don't really think that anybody cares to. I think that everybody just kind of goes on with their normal life and does what they want to do And they could care less if we were alive or no longer alive. That's just how it's just starting to look to me. Because when you care about your family, you don't know that they have been evicted and then just sit there and do nothing, not even call and say, hey, did y'all eat today? I got strangers that DM me and ask me, have me and my kids ate? And my own flesh and blood has not. And it's nothing. People like to assume and say that it's something that I may have done that they just no longer want to tolerate. No. My family has this thing where 1 minute we cool and the next minute one person is upset with me, and like I said, they start their little smear campaign because they are very much a narcissist, and everybody just kind of joins in, maybe because it's something old and they might, yeah, she did do that, or I don't know. It's just master manipulation. Just put it like that without going into too much. It's just master manipulation. And the reason why I am looked at differently is because I can't be manipulated. I can't be bought. I can't be conned. I can't be sweet talked. I can't be played with. I can't be forced to forget about the things that they have done to me and sweep it underneath the rug and act like nothing ever happened and then go on again like this is just normal. I call out the toxicity. I force people to take responsibility for their actions. I speak on things that they don't want to speak about, and I'm very different from everybody else who chooses to be silent. So that is why there's always a problem with me, because I can't be controlled. And they hate that about me, because I am the only one out of those children that cannot be manipulated. They cannot be taken advantage of in the way that others are being taken advantage of. I have certain siblings who are desperate for the love of our parent because of certain things they experienced very young in their childhood, and it did certain things to them where they constantly try to build a relationship with their parent, and it never works. And they go through this cycle of abuse every single time, and because I refuse to do that, I'm always looked at differently. Okay, so like I said, without being too detailed, that's just what it is. And there's so much more that I could say, but I'm not even going to bother saying it. But one of the things that I did mention in that video that I did want to also include in this video is, my daughter's grandmother was very, very good to me. I don't agree with the way that she did everything. I feel like she kind of helped me ruin my early years of life by the things she allowed her son and I to do. But I guess that's just how she was raised. That's how she knew to do. I don't really know. So I don't really agree with every single thing that she has done in life. Her and I have had to exchange words over the years. I mean, it was like 18, 19 years of having her in my life. So her and I have definitely exchanged some words and had kind of had to get in each other's business a little bit. But at the end of the day, it was always her having my back, her supporting me. Even when I had August, she looked out for me. She gave me so much money in towards my diaper fund. She bought August gifts. Even way after August was born, she would call me and see what he needed. She always looked out for me and my children that weren't even her grandchildren. She took care of my daughter. She made sure my daughter was straight. She just was a real grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like, she legit always made sure that her grandkids were straight, and she has other grandkids, not just my daughter. But when I say I could probably write a book about the things that she's done for me and my daughter and even my other kids, yeah, I could probably write a book. I got my first apartment because of her. She gave me the money for my first month's rent and my deposit. She looked out for me in crazy ways, and unfortunately she passed away in November of 2021, like when August was about 6 months old. It was a very unexpected death. They just found her in her apartment deceased. She had a condition that she didn't know that she had, and she just died in her house. So it's very sad when I think about it, because I don't have a lot of people. I don't have a lot of backing. Like I said, one minute me and my family cool, and then everybody just start this gang banging activity against me. Like they just gang up on me and just start to act like I did something. Like I said, the last time that happened, only one person apologized. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I know that I'm very different. I know that I am called to do different things than they are. And I definitely believe that I'm here for a reason. I'm the one that's stirring things up. I'm the one that's pulling up the bandages that they try to put on top of everything. And I'm just different. My assignment is a whole lot different than theirs. You know, so it's not a surprise to me that I get treated very, very differently. But that's okay. I'm cool with that. However, I think I have finally decided to distance myself for good. Back in 2019, I had not talked to them for maybe like 2 years. And it was the most peaceful time in my life. The only reason why I rekindled conversation or any type of activity with them was because I was having August. And I kind of just was like, you know, life is short, things happen. I'm gonna go ahead and try to just let my parents be in their grandchildren's lives. But that, I regret that I did that. I really do. I think that we had some decent times when I did rekindle with them, but it's just, it always goes into the same cycle. Things are cool for a while, then there's this drama that starts. People start lying, blowing things out of proportion. During the smear campaign, the puppets join in, and you know, or you know, like they say in the narcissistic world, the flying monkeys join in, and then the nonsense starts. So I just want to, and especially in this space when I really just need support. As usual, my phone just cut off. Excuse that bag back there too. I just finished up our laundry. But yeah, so I don't speak on them for you can leave it there, it's no problem. No. I don't speak on them for a reason. Really, because I mean, this is my channel, you know what I mean? I don't want to have their personal information or personal stuff being on my channel, because I know how this social media stuff can get, and not everybody wants to be on these platforms, you know. So just really, just like out of respect, I don't really put them on here or speak on them like that. And then like I said, it's really just me kind of closing a chapter, not really opening up things that I'm trying to just let go of. Like, as this experience goes by, I'm really starting to see that I have nobody. And I think that God really wants me to see that and really take heed to that I don't really have room to be slack. I don't really have time for breaks. I don't really have time to do anything but grind, hustle, and build the empire that I want my children to have, because I don't have anybody. As you can see, we have been homeless now for over a month. Today is the 20th, okay? So a month and almost 5 weeks. So since August 14th, we have been homeless, and not one time has any family member called me and say, are y'all all right? Do you need food? Do the baby got diapers? Do you need us to cover a week of your hotel? Nothing. In fact, the people here on my channel that actually support me and send me Cash App, Zelles, Venmos, things like that as gifts, have been the only people to send any type of support my way. So like I said, it's just an eye-opening thing, because it just makes me want to take care of myself more. Like drink more green juice, go get a membership at the gym to work out, make sure I'm consistent with my doctor's appointments, you know, just really do things that add years to my life and keep me around longer, because my kids are still very young. And with me not having any kind of support, if something were to happen to me, I probably would never rest in peace, because I don't know where they would be. I don't know who would take care of them. I don't know what type of living conditions they would live in. I don't know if they went with my family, would it be they cool with them for now and then they start attacking them too and abusing them mentally and emotionally like they did me, and physically like they did me. Like, I don't it just makes me want to go that much harder for myself and for them. So taking care of myself so that I can live the longest life that I could possibly live. And also just like building some wealth so that they can have something to pull from. My oldest is old enough to run everything, if trained well and taught how and what to do. So my minors would be okay as long as she is there and doing what I need for her to do if I wasn't around, you know what I mean? But the goal is to live as long as possible, and see my grandkids benefit from the fruits of my labor. So I'm going to work hard. I'm going to build up my boutique. I got some things that I need to do for that. Everything just takes so much money. But just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not in the works. Doesn't mean that I'm not planning a lot of things. Okay, just know that a lot goes on behind the scenes. A lot goes on in here. A lot is documented on paper. A lot is already planned out. I'm just waiting on the money to launch off. So I'm gonna build up my boutique. I'm gonna build up my second company, which is my own clothing label. I'm going to build up this channel. I'm going to build up multiple businesses over time, and I'm going to leave the biggest legacy for my children and my children's children that I possibly can, because nobody did it for me. Nobody's going to do it for me. Nobody's going to do it for them. They don't have a father. They don't have any other consistent family member except for me. So this today was, not even today, but this experience that I've been going through has really been a wake-up call for me. Like, build what you want your kids to have. You are the only one that they have. Get focused, get tunnel vision, really push yourself to give them what you never had. And so that if God forbid, because I plan on living for a very long time, but if God forbid something were to happen, leave something that your children can sit there and mourn for as long as they need to. Have kids and raise their kids off that money that you made. Go that hard. Realize that you have no backing. So I'm so glad that I had, it's crazy because being a teen mom, I always felt like was the worst thing I ever did. But I'm so glad that I did do that, because I have a 20-year-old that if something were to happen, I know that that they could go with her, So that's actually what I'm looking at now is the best thing I ever did. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that God is opening my eyes and really showing me the truth behind who I am, my legacy, the reach that I have, the intentions that he has for me, the plans that he has for me. All of those things are becoming more and more clear. And I'm a curse breaker, and I am going to destroy every single curse, every single bondage, every single all right, so I'm gonna wrap this up because my phone keep cutting off. But I believe I was saying that I'm gonna just be the curse breaker, because it's a lot of things that now that I'm older I am noticing, and unlike other people, I can't ignore that stuff, nor can I sweep it underneath the rug and pretend like it's not there and just hee ha ha and kiki like it's not an issue, because it's very well an issue. And when you speak up, everybody gets mad, but they already know what it is over here. It means nothing. What needs to be said will always be said. So with that being said, yeah, I'm gonna destroy all of the things that have held me back personally, that I think comes from this bloodline, and which creates the problems that I have. Sometimes it's not just about the things that you personally do, sometimes there is a lot of spiritual attacks on your bloodline because of things that other people have done. So with that being said, it seems that since nobody else cares and nobody else wants to face it and confess it, I'm going to be the one to do it. And I have already been doing it in secret, in private. This is part of the reason why I fast as much as I do. I definitely want to start fasting for very specific things when it comes to that, because there's some things that I have to destroy. If I want to get ahead, I'm going to really have to spiritually attack a lot of things. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because I don't want my phone to keep cutting off. But that was just like a recap of it. No, I do not have family support. No, my family does not check on me. Yes, my family knows that I am homeless, and they do not care to call and find out what we are going through or how they can help. And that is just how it is, and that is why I am going so hard for me, and trying to even go harder than I already am for me and my children, because I need to know that they'll be okay regardless of if I'm here or not. I need to know that I'm going to be okay. I want to live a good life, but I definitely want my kids to, and their kids, to inherit something. Just like the Bible says, you leave an inheritance for your children's children, and I want to make sure that that is exactly what I'm going to do for my children and their children. All right, so with that being said, I love y'all for watching. Please make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit the join button. I'm going to be doing some content, I promise. Before the month is out, September is going to get content in that portal. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.